was long.
Yes, it was long but successful.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yes.
how do you mean it was long but successful?
We had to do much more than I thought we would have to, but it was like in a good way.
We were able to reach consensus on several things, and that's like the most important part of it. Well, while we were writing the resolutions, we had to interact a lot, and as we progressed with the writing, then we realized there were certain things that were wrong, certain things that we should include, that we should add, and it was interesting to see the logic that and the input that everyone had.
It was a little intimidating because we didn't necessarily do that for that specific topic. We kind of did a more overview for everything, so we would know about everything. So yeah, it was like
Prepared some more further research to help with our argument, and also we get to hear other people's perspectives, so we can base off our information on that debate.
one of our goals is to ask a question at least once, and we like prepared a little blurb, I guess, that we could say.
Yeah, we have a fixed policy statement to
Yeah.
say our claim.
Yesterday?
I feel like I contributed yesterday with questions and points of information, and overall asking beyond just the conference itself more about it.
I feel kind of easy for yesterday, but today it's gonna start the debate, and so I need to work hard on it. I'm going to learn by looking at how the others are doing the debate, and so I'm going to learn from it, and I'm also working hard on being able to use the language of the debate.
So my biggest challenge yesterday was the kind of trying to talk with others and communicating about the resolution things. And for today, like of course, I will be trying to communicate with others, but one of the biggest challenges that I'm thinking of is that I will be kind of trying to participate in the whole thing.
We created a resolution in that group, and then it was fun working with different people, and then it was also fun to not only talk about the topic or the issue, but then once we were done, we were kind of also talking about like each other. And
always kind of prepare before you speak, so you have you are very fluent with what you're saying. I think that's important.
Okay, better today.
Might be a risk taker and try to speak, try new structures of sentences, and try new things.
it was great. It was like I found some people who's like first year for MUN, and then we're talking about like we don't know anything, but we should do some research, that kind of thing. I didn't really contribute yesterday, so like I'm hoping today I can do more things that I can contribute to the team.
It was quite tough, to be honest, because they look much more prepared, and they've been here many more times than I have.
It's your first year.
So yeah, they really know what they're doing, and I mean things go pretty well when they're in control. Pretty much just like the way they speak, and just how they try to like persuade without lying, I think.
Okay, cool.
So
Good answer.
Well, I believe that me and my partner, we improved a lot. We gained confidence, and I think that was clearly very, very important. So we were able to make contributions, and we made amendments. Being very specific on like the countries that needed to apply a certain clause. So we explained that it shouldn't be specific to certain countries. It should be open to internationally.
Solutions we came up, like we discussed about it, and instead of like talking about our nations, and we debated about we like the solution or not. And the second issue, and I talked to the Austria, and asking like how would they come up with when they have advertisement towards the sexual crimes and that kind of things. It's not like big detail, but it's part of the solution. So I used that fact in.
Well, I think most of it was that they were very like controlling and dominating of the whole conversation, so it's kind of hard to like interject our ideas.
Interesting as an observation to see the fact that someone as a delegate could be representing a specific country or nation, but it could, how do you say it, like go against their own like morals or whatever they believe in.
And so when they had to be confident in their answer, you could tell when like they're saying their opinion or like they're actually representing their country.
I think yesterday we were more confident about like going into it. We were like, yeah, we're gonna ask questions, we're gonna like talk. And then today, going in and actually experiencing it, we were like,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
not.
some countries are very expressive more than others. So like you could tell who had a very strong point in the argument. And so we like got to learn today like how to approach the.
I think we're gonna research a little bit tonight, and then maybe try to prepare something. And yeah.
Also learn a bit more about other countries so we can question
Yeah.
them on whatever they believe in too.
I actually was able to kind of understand what the debate was about, and like I got the process of like debate things, but the problem was like even I had my hands up, like nobody actually picked me to answer. And the most stupid thing that I regret is that like I couldn't get the words out of my mouth. Even I had some kind of like knowledge, like source of what I was trying to say. I'm just going to like have my hands up like all the times.
Many of the time when we were debating, it was the same people talking, and then like the DPRK talked a lot. Like he requested like 4 amendments, and so like did some other people, and they were kind of like dominating the whole. I'm gonna try to talk more and bring out ideas because I didn't get to do much of that today, and I tried to focus more on observing what other people do. But then that helped me to like learn the whole procedure and like what to say when.
I asked question using point of information. I questioned some of his clauses and whether that was correct and did that have any like other meanings to it. So I just wasn't sure what he meant by that. So I asked the questions.
We debated about 3 issues, and then I talked twice, which is like improvement. I plot like yeah, I tried. I went to the microphone twice at the first because it was like because you have to stand on your country's perspective, but at the same time, I feel like I'm kind of saying something from my own perspective, which is like not really good. It's biased, right? That's why I was like, and then it's not important things to talk. But like I tried to ask many questions. As a South Africa, we're like undeveloping country, and we're like kind of struggling with the economic growth, and so as South Africa, should we do, like I said, the delegation of South Africa does not support this resolution because we cannot pay like everything back, and then tomorrow my goal is stand up on the stage, and then have something.
Made an amendment to modify a clause, and honestly, this is a little bit like terrifying to actually go up there, and well, I wasn't like fully prepared to say what I wanted to say, but because things happen pretty fast, so when I decided that I kind of wanted to go, I already had to go. So yeah, it was pretty quick, but I got 2 POIs for my. I don't know. I kind of want to speak for or against a clause or just a whole resolution. And yeah, tomorrow we might actually start debating on the resolution that we came up with. So yeah, hopefully tomorrow I can help a little bit.
At first, when I got into the conference room, I was very nervous and I was scared that everyone around me was going to be better than me and I would just be like left in the dark. But then as the conference went on, I didn't like think of the how talented the other delegates were as a negative thing, but then I watched and learned, and then I overall improved my confidence. I'm going to try to contribute more than what I did this time, and now that I know how the procedure works, and then also I want to research more in depth of the issues beforehand, so that I come even more prepared. Making new friends and getting to talk to different people from different areas of the world.
Because this is my first time, and then first day I didn't really know what I'm doing, and then even I wanted to speak out, but like still I didn't have enough confident to actually stand up and speak out. I would like to focus on more one issue and then deeper. Yeah. Meeting people, and then I found it interesting because everyone's we all have different background and cultures, and we are all representing different countries, and then sometimes it's really hard to not pulling our own point of view to the conference, which is really interesting, which is really hard, but it was really fun too. I think some of the resolution was really good, but some of them are not enough.
Like getting our ideas out there, like interjecting when everybody else is kind of dominating everything, it's pretty hard. We tried to prepare a little more so we could like jump in there, but like didn't really work that much, but we tried.
Yeah,
So.
we tried to have a good mindset because in the beginning, like the first day of debating, we had the expectations really high, and our positive mental went down really quickly. But as the second day, we started really thinking about it and gaining more confidence. And as we did that, we started thinking that we changed our mental into thinking that our thoughts were really valuable to the situation, and talking about it was very efficient. Yeah. I think starting slow is very good because when you start fast, you get like almost shocked a bit personally because the community you have in NIS is so small compared to when we came here, and a bunch of other people are from different parts of the world. They have different experiences, and their level of knowledge is so high quality. So I think in the beginning, like it's to expect that they will be very smart and know what they're talking about, and I guess it's to be positive, think about stuff, and yeah, I think be.
Like know a lot about one certain issue so you can be prepared to talk a lot about that and like contribute a lot.
Definitely be a bit more ready, mentally and like research wise, and talk more definitely. But I think that is because it was our first experience, so it's bound to happen. But yeah, that's.
So the biggest benefit was that, like, I got to actually communicate with the world. Like, it wasn't just because, no, it wasn't just inside the like NIS. Some like few people. Like, it was to communicate with like kind of like 100 people from all around the world was kind of very um, refreshing experience. Yeah. One of the biggest things that I kind of found out was that like the resolutions that were written very well wasn't didn't very got many kinds of POIs, but like the ones that didn't have very good specified clauses and those kind of things had like so many POIs that it was kind of like possible to know the differences between like how people write. Yeah. I would improve my resolutions most importantly, yeah, and I would try to kind of have more POIs and speeches as I didn't really got to try doing those kind of things.
One thing that I learned was that what was obviously speaking. After the week, I feel like I can speak better in general, like more smooth, more fluent. Everything just flows better. And there are some that are really passionate, and they have so much good ideas. And when speaking and communicating with them, I was able to acquire what they were thinking and to be able to know like more in general. This time was my first time, so obviously sometimes I was a little afraid to go up. So next time, I'm sure that I will be more confident. Therefore, I will be able to speak more, and that will be my goal for next time.
I gained the challenge to speak in front of many people because it is very challenging to come up with the POIs and some opinions of yourself to support my country, and also about how to come up with a good resolution. For next time, I think I need to over research it because when I see the a completed resolution made by many delegates, and it was there was many resolutions that sometimes I did not understand, and so I need to understand more about it. I had fun, and at first I was getting nervous, but as I go on, and going over the 8 hours of debate for almost every day, and I had fun, and I got many friends. So next time I want to get fun in there too.
Very hard at first because firstly we had no idea of how the process worked. However, working as a team is fundamental in order to be able to really progress during the conferences. So I would suggest that in the future, as soon as you get there, try to ask like the delegations, like as a team, what they do, what strategies they apply, and I think that what we did, like as communicating and with like making us planning really like a strategy that worked, and yeah.
Um, I feel like first off, you gotta know the person you're working with, and excuse me. Yeah, you just really have to understand each other and all try to like uh, step over each other. 'Cause
Giving each other support is very important.
we take a deeper look into every issue in order to be able to like make more amendments or like POIs or anything just to be more contributive as a whole.
I think I would look possibly into the economic impact, the social impact, political impact, as many areas as I can get, but in groups. So I have more information. Um, I think the most important thing that we could get back, like as cliche as it sounds, is really like friendship, the friendships that you make along the way, and staying in contact with those people possibly. That's yeah. I guess that would be the highlight.